Here we are, mate.
G'day, Guns.
We're back.
How are you?
Sorry, we're running late, guys.
Yeah, we were preparing.
Bit useless.
We were
we're just preparing a bit, weren't we?
We got some special stuff for you tonight.
We have.
Hang on,
Yeah.
I've got something
Have you?
special.
What have you got special, mate? What's going on?
Listen to
What's
this.
going on? What's
How's that
this?
sound? I know. You
I'm just gonna get
hijacked
this up
me.
here. I did, mate. I did.
You hijacked me.
I'm sorry.
And took my opening song away, and you put this
I just tried to make us better.
fancy pants little bloody number at the start. But no, tonight we're turning Japanese, buddy.
Are we, mate? What are
We
doing?
are. We are. We're going to be a bit multicultural tonight.
Are we?
Yep. We're going to talk to everyone about Japanese barbecue.
Nice.
What do you reckon?
Sounds like fun.
We might even show you how to cook a thing or two. I know I don't look very Japanese, but I've been there a couple of times, and I've eaten their tucker a couple of times, so I'm looking forward to it.
Beautiful. Me
So
too.
are you.
I know, I am.
Hey, and we got some new
So
toys.
different from me.
We got some new toys to play with. We
Have we?
love new toys.
Got new toys.
You did.
I did too. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him acting like he doesn't know.
Don't know what's
Hey,
going on
mate.
this show anymore.
No,
I'm just a passenger
lost
along
it.
for the ride.
Yeah, you and me both. Hey, how's it going to be when we get someone that really knows what they're doing on this place? It's going to be a bit frightening. But anyway, hey, it's been a big week, mate. There's lots
Mate,
of
it's
things
been a
going on
massive
out
week,
there.
hasn't it?
How's your week been? What have you been doing?
Good. Mate, I'm good. Hang on, I'm just messing around, so I do apologise.
Don't apologise, because at the same time I need to find some details, because tonight
Here
we
we
have
are.
something else special.
Now we can see when everyone comes
We've got
up.
Sam
G'day, yeah.
coming up. G'day, Yak. How are you, mate?
Good to see you on. Thanks for joining.
Everyone else has probably been and gone. We've got
I know,
a few
yeah,
people up
probably
there.
had
But
enough of us.
hey, g'day, folks. I'll tell you, there's one thing I need to check, Al,
What do you got to
because
check, mate?
we have a very, very special announcement coming up.
Oh, we do. We
Yes. I'll tell you what. There is a bloke out there. I'm not sure if he's listening or not, but he's going to be very, very pleased, because tonight,
Oh, we're announcing the
the giveaway.
Rambler. The
The
giveaway.
giveaway.
That's it.
the 2SG Rambling Through Summer giveaway.
Have a
So
look at me.
for the last 2 months over summer, we've been running a promo
Yeah.
and I should have brought a picture, and I forgot when you said to me, "We got any pictures for tonight?" I should have went, "Yep, we need to put the
We
Rambler."
should have put the Rambling up.
We should have.
Rambling
hey,
through summer.
Great pack. We're going to do some gloves, a magnet, a sticker, all our 2SG stuff.
Yeah.
All wrapped into a little portable $300-400 bloody Rambler charcoal barbecue from Oklahoma Joe's.
$500, aren't we?
How much?
500. $4.99 or
I
something.
thought.
$3.99, whatever.
Anyway, we'll get on the same path eventually. The two of us, we'll keep fumbling away and we'll find
We'll
our
just
way.
argue till the end of the show, won't
But
it?
hey, I'll tell you what, Al, we went through, and as we said, we were going to select someone randomly
Yeah.
to win the prize, and we did a bit of a... We
did.
didn't have the special perfume from Shell's
Oh, we
spinning
did have,
wheel.
was that the little wheel that she's got?
mate,
And
it
anyone
was
that is looking for some perfumes as well, if Michelle's on, just jump on.
Yeah, get on there. Talk to Shelley. Talk to Shelley. She's got a dog.
Perfumes by Michelle. I'm sure
Shawnee,
she'll
yes.
try to post up for us at
yes,
some point.
Sean, yes. I see you there, buddy. And Evening Rifles, right. Yeah, funny guy. Funny guy, that brother of yours.
Full of jokes, this bloke.
Hey,
we should
but
get him
on
on
that-
to do some gags one night.
What we're going to do, and I'll tell you what we might even do next week on the show, we might even see if we can present the package to the bloke who's won it.
Yeah, why
Because
not?
he's a local bloke. He's here in Melbourne. I don't know him. You don't know him.
No.
He got on. He shared. He's got a few of his mates on. I know that he jumps on and watches us from time to time.
So it's a male then?
And we've stalked him a little bit on Facebook. Well, it's funny. We overwhelmingly had blokes sharing it.
We did, yeah.
So it's one of those things. So
Yeah, definitely.
the big announcement is,
Are we doing it now, are we?
well, we may as well, huh? What do you mean? Get it done.
Go
Get it
on
out.
then, why not?
Let's break the suspended.
Why not?
Suspension.
Why not?
I'll tell you
Who
what.
won it, Pete? Come on.
The bloke's name, and I don't know whether this is his real name, but this is the name that he uses on Facebook. His name
Want me to say it, seeing as you can't read your...
is Robbo Roberts. So Robbo Roberts, if you're the man in the photo there, holding
if
up
we
a VB
I wonder if I can tag him.
Lilo, yeah, maybe you can.
might
So
try and-
Robbo Roberts, so at Robbo Roberts. He's a resident in Melbourne, and he has won the 2SG Rambling Through Summer promo. So I'm tipping Robbo's going to be a pretty happy dude, because he's got an awesome cooker if he's out over Easter or anything like that. Robbo Roberts.
Was it?
Roberts. That's it. So get
Is
on.
that him?
That's him. Yep, that's him. So, Robbo, if you get that message and you get on and you're listening to us, mate, give us a call or send us a message with your number, private messages with your number.
Yep.
We'll give you a call and we'll organise to get that out to you. So it's a cracking prize, mate.
Yeah.
We want to see some photos of you using it. That's
definitely,
part of the deal, right?
100%.
So we give you $500 worth of gear.
That I'm keeping it myself.
I was
It's
gonna
not a
say,
bad little jig at that.
At least
I'll
we
tell you
can,
where it'd fit nicely, on the back of the jet ski when we're going away. Stop on the beach.
as this, Manny says, congratulations, man, lives in the next suburb. Not quite, Manny, I don't think.
Does he?
No, I don't think so. Oh, does he? Do you know him, Manny? Let us know.
Yeah.
Hey, but if anyone knows Robbo Roberts,
Yeah.
reach out to him, let him know that he's won, and get him to jump on and flick
Yeah,
us a message.
definitely.
So, cracking prize. Congratulations, mate. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
The OKJ and
awesome.
all that sort of stuff is
No, that's
is
brilliant.
ripping gear.
Good on you, mate.
Hey, we got a couple of presents.
We did.
You can't wear yours
I
because
can't,
it's too small.
Because, mate, we got it in it. We got sent a package yesterday. 2 T-shirts XL. Now, I haven't fit into an XL since I was about 11, I think.
And I used to fit into an XL, and I'm just a mere waif of a little man now
Yeah.
compared to what it used to be. So it was swimming on me. But anyway, this is the hilarity of the couple
That's
of
the
blokes.
back. That's the back.
Oh, it's not the back. Oh, yes, it is. So that's
So
the back.
Sean and Pete there, who
So they've-
have named themselves the Rifles.
They've scrubbed us off and they've adjusted our little logo and made it Smokin' Rifles.
Yeah.
And then on the front, they've put a lovely little picture of the two of us and having an ale saying "G'day Rifles." So
G'day, Rifles.
g'day, fellas.
Thanks for the gift.
How are you? Yeah, it's,
Apologies that we can't wear them, but
apologies we can't fit into them, but
obviously the
tell
XLs
you
are on
what-
sale.
I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to
No, I'm
leave
joking.
it there. I'm not going to leave it there
No,
because
there's probably a good reason for that.
we need some space.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Did you follow the Guineas last week at Flemington L?
How was that?
Mate,
Luna Fox.
Luna Fox, or this, you wouldn't
What
even
a
call it. You
cracker.
wouldn't even call it. I'm nicknaming it Fine Cotton. I don't think its name is Luna Fox. I think it had a paint job.
Yeah.
It won the Guineas.
Yeah.
$301.
Crazy.
301 to 1.
Absolutely crazy.
Frightening.
Yeah.
It is the richest ever win for a Group 1 horse in Australian thoroughbred racing history.
Wow. Well, hopefully one of mine can get up and do the same.
How good would that be?
Aaron Lane, sort yourself out, mate.
Yeah. Aaron, lift your game. We want to see a 301 win.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Aaron's got an open day coming up in a couple of weeks, which we're going to be doing some cooking for him at.
We are?
Which we should actually get a post up and chuck it on, and
We'll do that.
everyone's welcome down there. He's going to showcase some of his horses down there in Clyde North, Blado Road.
Yep. So an open day
so,
down at
Yeah, next Sunday it is.
Next Sunday?
Yeah, so a week this Sunday.
Okay, cool.
So we'll,
So we're
chuck
going
a
to do
post up
some.
and,
We're going to do
yeah.
some cooking down there with Aaron. We're going to
Yeah.
fill a few rolls with some meat that's cooked from.
He's got a goat running around as well. I don't know. Maybe we'll.
Might not be running around for long if we get our hands on it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what else is going on, mate? What's happening?
What else going on? Pre-season comp started tonight.
AFL
Wednesday
pre-season
tonight,
comp.
Carlton.
What are they calling it now? The Community Series.
Oh God! Why bother?
Wasn't it like the
Let's just extend the main season. I reckon everyone plays
Really?
everyone twice. Make it fair.
get it out the road and
Yeah.
yeah?
Don't
I
bother.
suppose
Who cares?
the
what it-
warm-up
who,
is-
who really cares about the pre-season?
I
Let's
think-
be honest.
I
Who,
reckon-
who won the pre-season last year?
mate. I reckon the warm up. This whole pre-season comp, and excuse me for a sec, but I've just got a message from someone that I just need
Jesus, have a look at this bloke.
to check because evidently someone knows Robbo Robinson and they're trying to get hold of him.
Oh,
for
yeah,
us.
cool.
So that's
Easy.
good.
Beautiful.
So there you go.
G'day,
Hey,
Shelley.
so tonight we've got Carlton and the Saints. So
Saints,
the Blues
yeah.
and the Blues are in pretty
Yeah.
good form.
In the Waste of Time Cup. Yeah.
I don't know. The Blues gave the Dons a bit of a touch up last
Mick,
week.
how are you, mate?
So, hey, Mickey.
On the Mighty Hawks.
Manny. So Manny's messaged Robbo, which is good. So thanks, Manny.
Thanks,
good on
mate.
you, mate. Appreciate it. Hi, Shelley. Carlton will probably win the pre-season comp, Sean. You're right. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Andy. So Mr. Bear's watching. Hey,
Beautiful.
Robbo Robinson. He's on here
G'day,
now.
mate. How are you?
Hey, Robbo. Congratulations, mate. We don't know you, but private messages when you get a sec on the Two
2SG.
Smoking Guns
Yep.
Facebook page, and we'll get some details, mate. We'll get your present out to you, your gift, that we're going to give you.
So you got the Oak Joe's Rambler there. We'll get your set of gloves. We've got the magnet. We've got the stickers.
So you're going to look like a 2SG
Be all
outfit,
set.
mate. So
Exactly, why not?
hope you like Smokin' Grillin and Chillin because you're going to be doing a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I hope you're a
we
happy
expect
man.
some photos.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
If not, you can come in and cook for us on it. That'd be
why
great.
not?
That'd be even
Sounds
better
like
still.
fun. Yeah.
So, hey, I'll tell you
Good
what.
on you, mate. Congratulations.
When we do an outside broadcast over at who am I trying to think of? Mason. Hawkers.
Masons, yeah, Hawkers, yeah.
You should come along and cook on that for us, I reckon.
Why not?
But
I
anyway,
reckon Mason would be pretty happy.
he'd be
Yeah.
happy with that. But anyway,
Wouldn't
cheers, mate.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy it. So we'll get that out to you. Hey, the other bit of sad news, not so much a highlight this week, is the passing of Michael Gudinski yesterday. A bit sad.
Pretty sad. There was a few people out there that were a bit upset about it.
Sad for the Aussie music
As they should
industry.
be. Yeah.
So yeah, he started Mushroom Records. He was a guy who got Kylie, as in Kylie Minogue,
I
out
thought
there.
you meant your Kylie, I was going to say.
Hey, homie, evening. How are you, mate? And Sean Yates is saying, well done, Robbo. So good on you guys. Saints leading 8-5 at quarter time
Yeah, wow.
in the No One Gives a Stuff Cup.
Pretty much.
Right. Okay. Well, someone gives us stuff. Yak gives us stuff because he's put it up
Actually,
there.
we're probably losing Peter Briscoe tonight because he's blues.
All right. So Robbo's saying he's good mates with Barry Dyer. So good on you, mate. All the best.
Nice.
No worries. We'll tee something
you'll have
up
to
for
cook
you.
up for him as well then.
We will. Hey, we've got a couple of things tonight. We're in-house tonight. We're in the bar tonight. We're not cooking outside because we want to show you how simple something is. But before we do that, we're going to do Brewer
of the
and
Week.
Beer of the Week.
What do we got this week, Pete?
So tell me about it, Al. We've got Young Henry's. this
Young
week.
Henry's Brewing down in Newtown. Or is it Newtown or Newton? Newtown?
Newtown.
I always do it wrong, don't I? Every time
Yeah.
these suburbs come up in New South Wales, I always pronounce them wrong.
There's just no helping
Whatever.
sometimes.
It's not my fault. is
Like
it?
Mwollumba,
That's the English in me.
Moobar,
Just pronouncing it as it says. Newton.
Newton. Anyway, so Young
so
Henry's comes from Newtown in
does,
New
yeah.
South Wales,
Newtown.
so
We'll go with
suburb of Sydney.
So their thing is they just call it good beer. That's
it.
their motto. Good beer.
Simple as that.
We brew good beer.
Yeah, right. And I noticed we didn't have any big rave about environmental protection and all that sort of.
No, I mean
There's a bit on
they
there.
do a lot. That you look on their website and they actually do quite a lot for the environment, and they've done the solar panels and
Yep.
they use algae in the fermenting process.
Yep. Algae.
Yeah, they've got have a look on the site afterwards,
right.
but they use algae in the process, so there's no wastage.
So check it out. We've got a couple of beers coming up, but the two blokes who started it, Richard Adamson and Oscar McMahon, met at a bar.
Yeah, basically just at
Couple
a
of
bar.
mates,
yeah,
knew
and
each other.
They were sat there talking over a few beers and
One
the
had a
love
bit
of
of-
beer and music, and
One had a bit of a brewing background, and the other one had a hospitality background,
correct,
from
yeah.
what I read.
yeah, and they thought, stuff it. Let's not just talk about it. Let's do it.
So 2012,
So
they
2012, they just went bang. Like
got a place in Newtown and kicked off with a few
apparently
mates.
a shitload of red tape. They struggled over in
To
Newtown.
get set up?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
they did.
I'd imagine that'd be the case with a lot of the brewers.
Yeah.
That it'd be pretty tough from an environmental perspective that's going on. So, yeah. Did we hear about the negative double fermenting beer from the Bright Brewery? No, we didn't.
We did. Yes, we
Did you?
posted it on our page. Peter.
Oh, you did?
We did. So they had a few problems with the.
Was that pineapple one?
Yeah,
that
it
you,
was still
you put up?
fermenting in the can.
I didn't realise that.
So
was
they were
Bright
worried
Brewery.
about it, the cans exploding if they were
Yeah, right.
in there for too long, and the proof being wrong.
Yeah, well,
Because
your
it's
mate
keep
Nick's
on
just
going,
mentioned that it's still over 6,000 days since Essendon won a final.
Are they still playing?
Well,
I thought they went after the drug
They
scandal.
masquerade, they masquerade a little bit. Anyway, the boys overcame that. 2014, with the team expanding, full of ideas and everything else, they began to dabble in some spirits.
Yeah, started playing around with some gin and.
So it's like we're 2 years in, we've done enough with the beer.
Yep.
Now we're going to have a play with some gin.
Thought stuff it.
Fair enough.
Got on board with our 8th generation moonshiner from Tennessee.
Really? Yeah,
As you
wow,
do.
okay. So
Oh, yeah.
that'd make for, you'd want to have some copper, just some old copper lying around.
Yeah,
and
just yeah.
away we go.
Yeah.
So then in 2016, there was a pop-up restaurant came out, and it was in Sydney. It was a Danish restaurant called Noma. They set up in Sydney for a 10-week residency there, and the guys were invited to distill a one-off 100% wheat vodka for the back bar for this pop-up. And I think that's when they really sort of grew
went
some
mental from
legs
there,
and started kicking off with, in particular, their spirits. But their beers
Well, the beer's their main thing, but they do dabble in a lot
Yeah.
of spirits. Like they've done, I think there was a rye spirit they did.
White
They've done
rye, native
gin,
green
vermouth.
gin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, wow.
Vermouth. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway.
And they had a vermouth with a winemaker, Alex Latif.
And some moonshine.
Yeah.
Nothing like a bit of moonshine.
on you.
So,
Why not, mate?
no, look, they're
Dabble in a bit of everything. Why
many
not?
and varied,
Good on
but
'em.
their beer stands up on its own because, as we know, we're working through the Gabs independent list.
Yeah.
And
Well, we are trying to. There is still one that we can't get our hands on.
Larry,
Yeah.
if you're listening to
Larry
us,
and Sue.
you need to get some beer to us. We're sick of
Yeah.
chasing it. That's it.
100%.
Anyway, anyone knows the boys up there, send them a message. Tell them we're looking for them. So they had 3 beers in Gab's Hottest 100,
They did, yeah. So they had their Newtowner, which is an Australian Pale Ale.
which is...
At number 7, which
think is
I
this-
think we've got that in front
this
there.
little one
Yeah,
that
it
we're
is.
gonna try
Yeah,
tonight.
So we're going to give that a crack.
So we're going to have a go at him.
Then at number 87, they had a motorcycle oil, which is their... It's not actual motorcycle oil.
I was going to
it's a
say, I've
porter.
never drank motorcycle oil, but yeah, it sounds all right.
It's a porter. And then, 95, they had their natural lager,
Yeah, nice.
which I think we've also got.
So I'm
Sitting there.
gonna crack this while we're going. So this is the natural lager ale, the 4.2. Tell
It
me,
is, mate. So they
tell me
say
about
it's
it.
got a hazy, crisp and golden unfiltered taste in their lagers.
So it's a natural. I actually like a lager
Yeah.
as long as it doesn't taste like
I do,
Foster's
yeah,
lager.
I'm a big fan.
As long as it doesn't taste like Foster's lager, I'm going to be happy. Well, I've
Yeah.
got to leave that up there because we're collecting the cans for our wall of cans for the end of year.
Yeah, and it's natural because it's unfiltered with no preservatives, and because it's light bitterness and dry finish, which makes it an everyday drinking lager. So they
Nice.
say.
It's very nice. It's a bit wheaty. Certainly taste that wheat away from the hops. A lot of the beers that we've been drinking are really hoppy with the heavy IPAs and all that
See,
sort
I
of
don't
thing.
mind the hoppy though.
And malt. Yeah, I don't mind it either. But the wheat is more that German style beer,
Yeah,
and you can sort of taste that come through in particular with that lager.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if you're into a German or a that sort of style of beer, a wheat beer, it's a pretty good.
that is. Yes, definitely Germany. Yeah, it has got that German.
Easy drinking.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
sort of Heineken-y
oh,
sort of taste to it.
nice. So
Yeah,
the other one
definitely.
that we're going to try, the Newtowner,
Yeah, which
a
is
little
their
bit heavier.
flagship.
It's a 1.8. So
Yeah.
this is the one that
Australian
won
Pale Ale,
the
yeah.
award. And this one they actually named after Newton,
Newtown.
Newtown, where they established themselves. And they just wanted to, and they've also got one of their gins that's called Newtown.
Yeah,
So they just want to acknowledge the heritage and where they come from. And if you can say that word of what they celebrated, then I'd be more than happy for you to pull that out, Al. You
that?
wrote a word down on our run sheet.
Sequentientary.
What is it?
Sequentientary. I knew that. I knew that would get you unstuck.
Sesquicentenary.
Sequentientary.
Tenery.
Yeah.
They're invited to brew a unique beer to celebrate the blah, 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 and they jumped at it, and that's where the
I knew you
Newtown.
kind of stuck with that. I was waiting for that.
So the some celebration that they have in Newtown was they got invited to do a beer for that. That's where
Yeah.
the Newtown IPA came from, or
Yep.
pale ale, sorry, not IPA, and that's why they did that.
Correct.
So we'll have a go at that after we've done this. I would that's up there for me. That's probably about an 8.5
Yeah, nice.
on the drinkability.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's a bit of an all-day drinker. You could sit
Yeah,
on
I'm a
that for a
fan.
while.
Yeah, definitely. And that is their thing that they call that an all-day drinking lager.
Yeah, you could sit on that for a little while. You
Yeah,
could
definitely.
have a few cans of that, which is nice. Sometimes you want to do that.
Yeah. They do have another range.
Hey,
got
Mr.
a
Wendy,
couple.
good to see you back. Haven't seen you on here for a while. No preservatives is important as my body is a temple. Correct.
Pete's body is a temple, not Chris's.
Yeah, my body. Yeah, and then we've obviously got more of a temple ruin than a temple. So thanks for that, Sean.
It's
Anytime we
More
think,
ruins.
anytime we want to get up and about, and we think we're a little bit ahead of
everyone
ourselves.
shoots us down. Yeah.
Great that we've got
Oh,
family
why
and
not?
friends that'll bring us back
Good on
down
them. Why
to
not?
earth.
Would be the same. Let's be honest.
Probably would be.
So yeah, but anyway, they do have another range.
Yep.
Well, they've got a couple more ranges actually. So they've got their B-side range. They've got a few sours in there. Yeah, their B-side. Yeah,
I get it.
yeah. So
Funny
yeah,
guys.
which it's basically just sours, a couple of IPAs in there, another pilsner. They've got a rum and raisin brown ale, which
Rum and
I've had a
raisin?
brown ale forever. I can't remember the last
That's
time I
a
had a brown
Palm
ale.
thing.
It is. I love a Nuki Brown.
Nuki Brown.
Newcastle brown ale, mate.
A
Can't beat it.
Nuki Brown.
Yeah, Nuki
There
Brown.
it is.
There you go. So yeah, and then they've got their gin range.
Can we call them where they come from? Newty?
Newty. Let's go. Newey. We'll call them Newey.
Newey. Right.
We don't want to get too complicated. So yeah, and then we've got a gin range.
So in the gin, they got Noble, which is a 40% and 80
Yep.
proof. They got Barrel Aged, which is 40% and 80 proof, and then the Big Boy, which is the namesake one, which
the
is
Newtown.
the Newey.
Yeah.
The Newey 5510
And
proof.
the Newtown actually does come in a premium as well. But
Really?
apparently every time it goes out, it sells out within hours.
Really?
So it's on their site, but it's always there sold out.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Unless you're real quick when it does come out.
Nice. Hey, so that's
That's
Our mates
that's
at-
Newty.
our mates at Young Henry's.
Yeah.
Beer's quite nice, come in cans, so 6-packs. Pick
Yep.
them up at Dan's, all that sort of stuff. Price-wise, how they sit? How the bottom end of the premium or top end of the premium?
About middle of the range. I
Right,
think they're
okay,
about
bet.
22,
22?
I think they were
Oh, a
for
bit
a
more.
6-pack.
So they're the high end of the
Yeah.
the packs of the Indies.
Depends what you drink, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. But anyway, hey, look, nice beer, enjoying it. We'll tell you, we'll comment on the Newtown when we crack it open.
Yeah. Thanks
So-
for the stars, Daniel, and Michelle before as well. I've got no idea how they work or
I
what they
do.
do.
I
you
do.
Oh, he's been putting research in. Look,
Thank you for the stars. We really appreciate them. Anyone else that's got stars, shoot them our way. We really love them. So,
what do they do? What are they?
well, it's their way of paying for us to be here, my friend.
Oh, there you go.
We get credit from Facebook that says you can now spend X, X, and X
Oh,
to promote.
on advertising.
Probably. Probably. Which is okay. We don't mind doing that.
No, that's it.
You gotta
Exactly.
put
We
that
do
in.
anyway. Let's be honest.
Hey, have we got something exciting next?
What's on now, Pete?
Well,
what have you got in store
tonight-
for us, mate?
Tonight, we're talking hibachi.
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 What's hibachi, Pete?
Hibachi, Al.
Should we get the hibachi?
I knew you'd ask what a hibachi is. Let me tell
Well, it
you.
depends who you ask, really, don't you?
Let me tell you. Yeah, well, it does. If you're an American and you speak about hibachi, it's different. But
It's more
So-
teppanyaki.
hibachi is a Japanese barbecue way of cooking, and
Hmm.
there's a few different versions. There is shichirin, which is a different version of hibachi,
Yeah.
and then there is what some of the rest of the world who have NFI about barbecue call
Mm-hmm.
teppanyaki. And teppanyaki probably evolved a little bit from hibachi anyway, reading a bit into the background.
Teppanyaki is a hot plate, isn't it?
It is. It's a cooking on iron
Whereas
sheet.
hibachi's more the grill.
Hibachi is a grill. It's basically, originally it started out as a pot,
Yeah.
a small pot that you put charcoal in and a wire mesh top on.
Well, like a pot that you just get from Bunnings, like
Yeah,
the
pretty-
$2
well, you
terracotta
could-
pot,
you
put
could
a bit
buy-
of mesh on it.
100%, you could do that if you wanted to.
Beautiful.
You'd look like an idiot.
What do we
but
go
you
and buy?
could
What
give- you
do we go and buy a proper one for then?
could give it a crack at it. You might look like a bit of a tool, but no, that's how I'm like that most
I
of
look
the
like one anyway.
Hey, I'll tell you, the original purpose of hibachi, though, and we're
Yeah.
going to move, we might bring it in while we're talking, but
Excuse
the
me for a
original
second, guys. I'm actually going to
purpose,
change
yeah,
the
we're
screen.
going to get out a shot here for a second because we're going to bring some stuff in for you that's going to make for an interesting night with us tonight. So we get our trusty little cooker, the old Wild Country that we're going to
Bloody
do.
hot.
It's hot. And I'll bring some of the ingredients in and ready to go for us. So we've got all that ready. So, Al, what's this little baby?
This is hibachi.
That's,
Pete,
that's your hibachi.
it is.
So what's a hibachi?
Hibachi is a Japanese style cooking device, Peter.
So these ones are made of clay,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of the modern ones are a bit more decorative. They're made of clay, and in fact, you can probably even turn
I was
it
actually
around.
going to say I
So,
might spin that.
yeah, spin it
because
round
At the
because-
moment, everyone's looking at the serial number.
Yeah, you're looking at the back of it, and we want to show you. Sort of, it's similar to a smoker in that it's got the vents and everything in it. The beauty with these, the manufacturer doesn't recommend that you cook inside with them, so I'll just make that clear up front, that they're not meant to be used for cooking inside. But hey, who are we to stick with rules?
Exactly, correct.
Why would we worry about that?
So as you can see, this one's got the divider. Not all of them do have a divider. Like some are just the one chamber.
Yep.
And there's obviously smaller ones, there's bigger
Yep.
ones, but this one's got the double chamber. So
You can see in the and hey, look at that. That's
Yeah.
the cool camera where you can now see. It's the money shot. You can see everything that's going on.
Yeah.
You'd probably pull that right back.
I was
Al.
going to say,
Yep.
but just don't want
Right back to the edge would be good. Yep, spot on. So you can see that one's got a centre chamber, and generally what you can do is meat one side and veggies the other. But
Yeah.
I'll just give you a bit more rundown. So mainly used, originally they were designed in a round sort of format, and they were used to heat homes in Japan. So
Yeah,
back
wow.
in
And then someone just thought,
Years
stuff
and
it,
years.
let's just put a grate on the top and we may as well cook from it as well.
Exactly. So why not do that? But that was really the domain originally of samurai,
Yeah.
and some of the wealthy dynasties used them quite a bit, whereas the commoners didn't have.
What do samurai use them for?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
Cooking their steak on their...
cooking stuff.
blades.
The funny thing was, the Japanese army during
Yeah.
the World War actually took a small version of the hibachi with them to cook their meals and stay warm on the battlefield during World War Two.
Why wouldn't you?
Bizarre, right?
How cool is that?
The earliest record of hibachis being, and no one can put it down to an exact date, but as it stands, they think that they were invented in the Heian period, which is the period from 794 AD through to about 1175. That's about as close as they can get it in terms of where it is. So,
Very
you know, they're thousand, almost.
I tell you what, you can feel the bloody heat coming out of it. Like that one, I think they were saying at 350 degrees C that will get up to.
Wow. And they'll get warm in 10 minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Like that, we literally put that on just before the show, and you can see that's all.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
charcoal there's already white.
So the hibachis, as I said, originally they were made from cypress because they were actually made before the times of like metal and all that sort of stuff. So they didn't have grills and things like that.
Bit of Norden steel, apparently.
Yeah, bit of Norden steel.
So Daniel Lawrence is telling me.
Don't know about that. But anyway.
Or was he giving me a bum stare?
No.
And yes, Sean, we did remove the batteries. Actually, I just removed the smoke alarms completely.
They're gone. Don't worry
just
about
in
it.
case.
Hey, there's no smoke. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
So the first, before the Second World War, it was most commonly used for. It was the most common used cooking tool with all Japanese people.
Wow.
So instead of having an oven in their house, a lot of people just had a hibachi, and a lot of the time they were smaller than this and they were round.
Yeah.
And they're really designed as a place to meet and people to get together, and you cook and eat at the same time. So it's a really social activity, cooking a hibachi. And to be honest, I did one earlier in the week at home and had it on the kitchen table, and we sat there, wife one side,
So
me
you
the
did
other.
it inside?
Yeah, did it on the
Which
table.
was the trial run for tonight, really, wasn't it?
Correct, yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. But one of the things with Japanese cooking, so everyone knows, is certainly with hibachi, is that it's more about natural flavours. So it's about the protein or the seafood or the vegetable and maybe some rice off to the side that they
Are you
would
going to cook
steam.
rice in that? It's just going to drop straight through.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought we'd be cooking rice on that tonight. But anyway, we just wanted to show you that and tell you a little bit about it. The first ever commercial hibachi restaurant opened in Japan in 1945.
Wow.
So it's not that old. It's 80 years, not even. So
Not even,
75 years,
76 years.
since it's been used as a commercial thing outside of Japanese
wow.
homes. So
There you go.
and now you can buy them bloody everywhere. So
Yeah, well, we only got
ours-
these a few weeks ago.
Yep, last week before.
Yeah, I mean, that one was only, what did we pay for that? 60
70
bucks?
bucks?
No, 60 because we got the
$60.
discount code.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So $60, and we've got a little tabletop cooker, which is outdoor backyard tabletop cooker.
Well, some of them they do say you can use them inside.
In all seriousness, it doesn't get that hot underneath, and certainly the wire stands aren't hot. It's mainly that clay pot part that
It's clay in it, the heat's just going to go nuts
holds all
on
the
it,
heat,
but yeah.
which is awesome. Hey, so tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to do some Grillin 2SG style on the Japanese hibachi cooker.
Is it 2SG style or Japanese style?
No, we're going to do 2SG Japanese style.
Cool.
So
So
what we're going to do,
Hang on.
we're going to get rid of the beer. We're going to get rid of
Get rid of the beer, mate.
No. But we've got to get rid of the mesh grate because we're not going to use the mesh grate for
are we?
the satay. No. So we're going to cook.
Now you
we're,
tell me.
We're going to do some chicken satays. Well, it's good to have it on there to show people because what you can do is
I'd say it would be handy if you had some heat-proof gloves, really, wouldn't it?
we have right there. It's okay. So what you would do normally is one side would have a little bit less charcoal, and again, all we've done tonight, we've used Silvio. If you're watching, cheers to you, mate. We've used your
The
quick
4-hour
start,
burn, yeah.
the 4-hour high heat, quick burn
And
charcoal.
that was
lumps,
literally ready in about,
5
not
minutes.
even 10 minutes, yeah.
and it's great. It's
Yeah.
gone white. It'll do the job perfectly. Doesn't last that long. So looking forward to that. Normally you'd have one that's got a bit less in it than the other. If you're going to do veggies one side, meat the other.
But we're not, because we're just going to do meat and meat.
We're just going to do
Because
meat
who wants
and meat.
veggies?
So I'm going to leave you to the meat, Al.
What are you going to do, Pete?
So we'll put a bit of salt and pepper. We don't use much because they don't use much. We want to keep it pretty natural as best we can.
All right.
And we're going to try that. The one thing we didn't do was bring up a couple of tasting plates for us, but we'll sort that out, I'm sure.
Right, I don't need that.
We don't need it. We'll just drop them all over the bed.
Caveman style.
Hey, so while you're doing that, because what we're going to do is we've got the
So we've got some
skewers
chicken.
made up. So under here, probably be able to see. Maybe not. Maybe
No,
in a bit.
20 seconds.
I know.
Yep.
And then we've got a little bit of beef. So we've got a little bit of porterhouse. We cut that up and put it on.
We've got Scotch fillet, Pete.
Oh, is it? I thought it was porterhouse. There you go.
No.
Okay.
And we've also got a Freddy.
Okay, so while Al's going to do the skewers,
Yep.
the meat skewers, I'm going to whip up a really basic satay sauce that you can do at home, 10 minutes
Wow.
max.
Have a look at you go.
It's a ripping little recipe, and I did it earlier in the week. So we brought in our little,
Again, using the camp oven
our little
inside.
portable butane camp oven. It's
Our
cold out there,
portable indoor camp oven.
mate. If anything goes up in flames, could everyone just delete their copy of this for the insurance people? So I'm going to fire this little baby up.
Go on then, Pete. You know what I did do to you? I put an empty can in it.
Really?
No, I'm joking.
Okay. So that's as hot as this one gets, right?
Yep. You don't want it too hot anyway if you're doing the sauce, mate.
Okay. So you
All right.
start grilling. I'll start saucing. You guys can see everything up here on the camera, and I'm going to talk you through it. So what Al's doing is pretty basic. He's going to put some salt and pepper on there. We're going to pop them on, and we're just going to give them a turn every now and again once they're on there, just to
That
get
easy,
them
too.
Simple as that. What I'm going to do over here is there's about seven ingredients to this satay sauce. Really, really basic. First is a little bit of sesame oil. So we're going to put a bit of sesame oil in the pan, just like that. Pretty simple. And we'll give that a minute to heat up. And while Al's doing that, I think we're going to get it to heat up. Geez, I'll tell you what, Freddie's a bit excited about this. Good on you, mate.
All he can smell is the meat, mate.
What we didn't do was keep in mind that you're that tall when you turn the camera on there. Need to push them right across if you can. Yep, perfect. Yeah. Righto. So what I'm going to do now, I've just heated that bit of oil up in the pan. So that's a bit of sesame oil, pretty basic. What I got there is a finely diced, about quarter of a brown onion, medium-sized brown onion that I've done there. And I hope you're hearing us right because I'm talking forward where I normally would and the microphone's down
I'm sure
beside us.
everyone can hear you perfectly, Pete.
Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate that. So we're going to get in there. Oh, look at that coming off there already. A little bit of smoke.
I know,
That's
isn't it?
nice, huh? So that's a bit of onion. What I've got in there is a 1 clove of garlic that we've minced up. So we've finely chopped it and minced it. And we're going to get that in there too. So we're going to let this stuff heat for a minute. And got my trusty little
Okay,
thing
well,
there.
smoke. We've probably got rid of the smoke detector,
Yeah, wow. Jeez, that's going well.
isn't it?
Must be touching somewhere else.
Yeah. Probably need the grate with that steak, I reckon. I'm actually going to
That'll
put
be
the
right.
grate. I'm going to put the grate on for the steak
Are you?
just to hold it.
You're going to put it on one side?
Yep.
Righto. Well, you can do that because we'll lift them off and we'll put it across half. I reckon you have done me a bum steer on the tank here up.
No, should be right.
Have a look at it.
Have you got it all the way down?
Yeah, I reckon you've sent me a bum steer on the old butane cylinder.
Give me 30 seconds.
Righto, I'll keep turning these and adding these as we go along. What I'll also do is grab that grate, so bear with me one sec. Righto, that's cool enough to handle now. Sorry about that, out of shot. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bang that across half like I would normally. And I'm going to pop them back on there just like that. Righto, so we'll start at that end. So we'll get the scotchies up there. Don't worry about your sticks because the heat is really concentrated in the middle with this, so I don't get too fussed about the skewers. They're just bamboo skewers that we drop in there, and we'll keep putting a few more of these little babies on and get them going, so that we're good to go and we get a decent feed out of it. So that's
What's
that
the
one.
chances I did that to you?
Yeah, no, probably pretty good. I would have thought that was going to happen.
Yep.
Yep. But anyway, we didn't even think to check that.
Well, with me, you can see how they do the... No, that's full, Pete. What have you done?
I didn't do anything, buddy. You sure that's not canola oil that you got in there? Hey, look, I'm the cook, not the guy who runs the... I had it going.
I don't know what you've done to it, Pete.
It's broken.
We might not be having any satay sauce.
Well, I could always go up to the kitchen and do it. Maybe you need to change it. Let's turn it. Now, try it out. There you go. Look at that. Oh, now it's working. Look at that.
Maybe it was just the operator.
Perhaps. Come on, let's swap sides again, big boy.
This
Righto.
guy.
If I can get the dog out from under my feet, I'll be good.
Sorry, guys.
Look at that.
Just a standard 2SG.
That wasn't an IT issue.
Yeah, true. Just a standard 2SG night, though.
Normally
Shan't
it's
go
an
wrong.
IT thing. So what I'm going to do with this, Al, with the satay sauce, is I don't want the onion and garlic to brown. I just want it to become a bit translucent.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it overcooked and it'll overpower the flavour of your satay. But, warm it up.
Well, while you're doing that, I want to drink a beer.
Oh, yeah? All right, well, you got plenty of time because you can just sit there and turn the sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we almost look like a professional cooking show up here.
No, we don't.
All right.
Don't let anyone ever accuse us of that.
No, well, we won't do that. So,
I tell you what, Soups will be upset that she's not here, won't she?
oh, a bit of fresh satay. This satay, I'll tell you, is pretty good. If I do say so myself, because I cook it. Look at that. There's even still. Why is the smoke coming off the meat, off the beef only? Yeah? Tell me that.
What you do to it.
Okay. So I would normally do this in a saucepan, but we wanted to do it in an open fry pan so that you guys could see a little bit better what we're doing.
Yeah.
So you can see really clearly what we've done here. So Al's got, we've got the grate on the side there. We're just going to keep turning those. They only take, 5 or 10 minutes at tops. So if you're after just a light snack, you got a few friends over, having a couple of beers out on the back table.
You're right, we've given it to flip.
Goes all right, doesn't it? All right, so we're getting a bit of heat in here now, which is good. All right, so you can see I've got a bit of steam coming off the onions and that. I don't want them to.
Thanks,
I don't
Freddie.
want them to brown off. G'day, Fred. How are you, mate? Good to see you here. All right, so what I'm going to do now is the two magic ingredients. The first one is peanut butter, believe it or not. So I always run with like an extra. We're getting up there now, aren't we? I can probably
just
turn that back a little bit now. Don't want it to brown. So I've got half a cup of extra crunchy peanut butter that I prepared earlier.
That you made yourself earlier? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
beautiful.
took up a little bit of peanut butter in the thing and half a cup of water.
Beautiful.
So we're just going to get them in there.
So what have you got in there so far? You got your peanut butter, your brown onion, garlic,
And water.
water.
That's it. So there's 4 ingredients at this stage, and I'm just going to check that I haven't turned that down too far, which I think I did. I've got to find a nice fine balance here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stir this. I'm going to break the peanut butter down.
Melt it up.
So as I said, there's half a cup of peanut butter. There's half a cup of water. There's a quarter of a brown onion.
Yeah.
And a clove of garlic that we've just mushed up and got in there.
Yeah.
So this is the base sauce for the satay. So we're just gonna get this going. The whole idea is to get like a smooth sort of paste with this at the end. A little bit chunky.
Smooth or crunchy? With crunchy peanut butter.
It'll look a bit smooth.
Will it?
It'll be like me when I really tart myself
Here
up.
we go. Now I've heard it all.
Right, so we're
The
going.
birthday win. Is it Mr. Robbo Robert's birthday today? If it is, happy birthday,
Really?
mate. Oh, what a win.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Birthday. Well, if it is, Robbo, happy birthday and what a good win. As that must be a gas mate that's broken. No, it's
No,
actually
it's
not.
a wild country. No, do they make wild country anymore?
Wasn't that a Ray's?
Yeah, it was
City
Ray's Outdoors,
brand?
yeah.
Yeah, well,
which
they
is,
don't then.
There's no Ray's anymore, is there?
Ray's is gone. Ray's is now Macpac.
That's right, yeah.
We're going to make Chris Wendy out there that knows all about this.
Was he?
Anyway, there you go.
Is he the Macpac man, is he?
Well, he's just the outdoor guy. He's the outdoor
The
bloke.
outdoor man.
The outdoor man.
Have a look.
The bloke you see outdoors. So you can see that, Al, we're getting a bit of a smooth consistency in amongst that now, right?
I've got a bit too much chicken on. I'm dropping half of it in.
Oh, come on, mate.
Come on, mate.
One
You've
job.
killed me. You put that many on.
One job. Wasn't that
I
hard?
left you for 30 seconds.
Jeez, he's burning sticks. He's bloody... anyone think he was being set up?
Yeah, I know.
Hey?
Says the guy that couldn't even start a bloody...
So look at that.
Can
How
button.
good's that look, mate? Have a look at that for a sauce. Does that look like real satay?
Yeah, lovely, mate.
Look at that. How's the meat going, buddy?
Yeah, good.
So I reckon I'll have the satay done before you got the meat done.
Probably.
Anyway. Okay. So,
Wouldn't be like you to be behind, mate.
4 ingredients. Onion, garlic, peanut butter, water. 4 so far. What we're now going to add, I'm going to turn the heat right down on that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll turn it off because what I'm going to add now is...
I'm going to be honest, I reckon it'd be easier doing these on the grate
Right, okay.
because they don't...
Well, when you lean them against each other, it worked for me.
This bloke, he's
Hey,
sent me a bum steer on purpose.
So instead of this bloke complaining all night, I'm just going to keep going with the sauce. So a tablespoon of soy sauce straight in there. 2 tablespoons, 2 of your favourite sweet chilli sauce. So that's just a sweet chilli. So 1 and 2 there. All right. And then what I add normally is fresh squeezed lemon juice or lime juice. Don't have any.
While
so I'm
you're
just
doing that, I might just get a plate, mate. Chuck it all on.
just a tiny little dash of the old lemon juice, right? Just for a bit of a taste, and I can add a little bit more of that as we go if I need to. But now I'm just going to stir that all back in, make sure that it's all mixed up nice, get that nice smooth consistency again of a good satay. You can see there that it's a little bit juicier now than it was before. It was a bit pasty, but now it's good. So you can see there, that's come up a treat. So I'm going to, oh, hang on, he's back, but I'm going to be real quick. Oh,
What'd you do?
stick your finger in that. Have a little taste.
I don't trust you.
No, serious.
It's not ready, is it?
No, it's beautiful. Serious, I'm about to put it in a serving bowl.
Yeah, it's alright.
Hey, who needs mates?
No,
There
it's
you
good.
go. Look at
That's
that.
actually real good.
Okay, so what we've got now, that's it. It's as simple as that. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to
Everything's
pop,
in.
That's it. I'm going to pop that in a bowl, and then we're going to have a spoon. And as we cook these little babies, we're going to put a little spoonful on there. We're going to have a couple of
Bloody
plates.
sit the way I want them to.
Jeez, whinge.
I'm bloody whinging pom
Oh,
tonight,
well.
don't I?
Well, he's having a whinge and turning him up. Look, he's almost got a sweat up, the big boy.
Come on, mate. I'm about to throw these chicken skewers out the window.
That satay goes really well with that beer.
Does it?
Yeah, I have to say that is very, very good. All right,
They
so
just do not want to sit. Anyway.
whinge, bloody whinge.
Tell you, mate, it's the pomming me.
Yeah, you
Be rude not to.
go. Rude not to. Be rude to, I thought. But anyway, let's roll with it. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this little baby off.
Bugger.
Did you get some serving plates, Al? Did you?
I did, mate.
You're a good man. I'm just going to give that a nice little stir. Just on the peanut butter, I use the extra crunchy one, the Eater, extra crunchy.
Beta or
I've
eater?
got to be careful when I say that, don't you? Extra crunchy Eater peanut butter, just so you get that really nice full peanut flavour in it,
Yeah.
which is good. Everyone's having a bit of banter getting stuck into Robbo about his win and suggesting
on him.
they'll be over at
Why
his
not?
place for dinner.
Be rude not to, wouldn't it?
I think we should pop over to his place for dinner.
Not be
Anyway.
rude. Well, we'll have to get his address to get it delivered, so
Yeah,
I
well,
might rock up on the Saturday night. Surely he'll be cooking on it the first night, won't he?
really, you reckon?
Huh? Yeah.
No need to season it, mate. Just get on it.
What's that?
The
The
cooker.
peanut satay.
No. I'm a peanut. Don't call me peanut satay. Righto.
Be one of the nicer things I suppose you've been called.
So this is as authentic, and you can use this not just with the Japanese, but you could use this with a bit of Thai or a bit of whatever you've got at home. But this satay sauce, and I'm going to pull that up so you can have a good look at it in a sec, but it looks bloody good. So there you go. That's what a good homemade satay sauce looks like. It's a ripping
It
little
looks
dish.
alright, doesn't it?
So it looks good and it tastes nice and all that sort of stuff. So I can't wait to get stuck
So
into
it'd
some
be
of
good
this
just
stuff.
sitting down. So I'm going to do it tomorrow night with soups. I'm just going to sit there tomorrow night. I'm going to open a bottle of wine.
Yep.
Sit outside.
Yep.
Might even get the open fire going.
Well, that's kind
Get
of
this
what I
going.
did.
Just sit around the table, a couple of wines, and
kind of
Get
what I
some
did
veggies,
two
get
nights
some
ago
chicken,
at
get a
home.
bit of steak.
You could get prawns. You can do prawns on there if you want.
Yeah.
The other night we did zucchini, eggplant, some spring onions. I did some beans. I did some button mushrooms.
Yeah, wow.
And what I did was cut them up into small chunks and then just grilled them off.
Yeah.
And then we just sat there and picked at it, whatever we wanted.
Yeah, nice.
Put a little spoonful of the old...
I want to sit down because most of my head's out of shot.
you get that
Not that that's an issue anyway
massive
for anyone,
head,
let's be honest.
massive head. But have a taste of that now that it's the finished deal.
I know, Kay, Pete's done it on purpose. He's trying to get rid of me.
Well, what's she saying?
Cut him my head off.
Yeah, well, there
Yeah.
you go. So yeah, these are a cracking little thing. I mean, $60.
Well, this one we got. So I got these from Temple and Webster. Got them online. I think there was $69 each, and the first time you jump on, they obviously do the
They give you a little
whole
discount.
sign up, and you get 10% off or 15%, whatever it was. And
Yep.
yeah, I've got me and Pete one, a couple of other bits and pieces, and yeah, I think they've got just over $60 each.
Yep. So they don't take long.
But what they do use traditionally with these, I don't know if you've already gone over it, but the binchatan.
Yeah.
The binchatan charcoal, which is a higher heat burning and
last.
slower burning, which I've noticed with this, like it is going through the charcoal
Tell you what I'm going to
quite
do.
quickly. But this is the quick burn as well.
Can I have one of the little tongs for a sec? Thanks, because I can't wait any longer, and there's a bit of steak. There's a bit of steak falling off the side there. I'm going to dip it into the sauce, and I'm going
Yeah, so I think I will grab some. I think I'm going to grab some of the binchatan, some of Silvio's binchatan from the office tomorrow, and I'll get stuck into that. I reckon.
Mate.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Pretty happy.
yeah, yeah. You can do yakitori on this. What did I do the other night? Well, with the beef, I didn't actually put the beef on skewers the other night. I just cut it into chunks.
Yeah.
Like small, sort of 1.5, 2 centimetre chunks, and I grilled those on here.
Yeah.
But I marinated the steak in teriyaki sauce first.
Oh yeah, nice.
So it was marinated teriyaki steak.
Yeah. Oh look, who's just graced us with their presents.
Yeah, look, the soups has just turned up, eh? That's coincidental.
Food's ready, eh?
Food's cooked,
Have a look.
sauce is done, soups turns up. Evening.
Where's my other dog?
Yeah, hiding from you around here, there's food. I think.
We're having Elton for dinner.
Anyway. So voila, there you go. These are just, all we did with this was we bought some chicken
tenders.
tenderloins
Yep.
from Coles.
Yep.
Coles or Woolies,
Yeah, it
wherever.
was Coles, that was, yeah.
We actually cut them in half because if you do them as one big whole one, they're too
Yeah, they were
much. They're
quite
too
big, yeah.
big
Yeah.
to handle. So we've got them done. The steak was the same. We just got a couple of bits
Yeah,
of
just a
scotch.
bit of scotch fillet. Yep.
Bit of scotch. Cubed it up. Way we went with
Well,
that.
you did say to get something decent.
Well, I used eye fillet
I
the
would
other
hate to
night.
have got porterhouse or something and you turn your nose up at it again.
I used eye fillet the other night, so
Did ya?
don't worry about that. It was bloody beautiful. So
it
yeah,
smells
it's sensational. Really
Yeah.
love it. So that's basically what we end up with.
That's it, hibachi.
What we might do is pull a plate out.
Yep, I did grab some plates. Yeah, sorry guys
We
again.
might move this along to the other end for a sec.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I
give
can-
Suits a couple of just-
If I can do it without trashing the joint.
Sorry?
I said if I can do it without trashing the joint. And what we'll do is we'll grab a plate, chuck one on
We
there.
can just chuck it all on there, Pete.
I was going to do one up for you, mate.
Oh,
I was going to have it all
look at you
ready to
serving
rock and roll. Sit down, mate. Enjoy.
Oh,
Sit down and enjoy, buddy.
So I'm going to finish this beer and get into the new town.
I was going to say, you like your steak a little rare. I know that. So we'll roll with that. So this, my friends,
Actually, saying the rare steak, that steak last week that we did with Bear was spot on.
well, that was some of the best steak I reckon I've eaten in a long time.
Yeah.
Certainly here, anyway.
Yeah.
Hey,
What are you trying to say?
look at that, mate. That there, my friends, is hibachi cooked chicken skewers and Scotch fillet skewer with homemade satay
Pete's
sauce.
homemade satay sauce.
Look at that.
Have a look at you go, mate.
Easy. We've done that in half an hour
Not
from
easy.
scratch. Like we really
That's
sort of,
heating everything up,
Yep,
doing the lot.
yep. So, hey, if you've got any questions, throw them out there now. We're happy to. Sean's going to buy one so he can put it in the shed next to his fire until next summer when he wants to use it. Aren't you, Yatesy? Anyway, there you go. So, yep, Temple and Webster, $60 with your discount for your first time. Come on, mate, give us a taste test. We need to know.
Yeah, yum.
Good?
Tastes like, proper barbecue
Japanese.
chicken.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff.
Got a little bit crisp and
Got that nice crispy sort of edge, and the sauce is good and all that sort of stuff. So
That's
what
bang on.
it is. So there it is. Super.
that's perfect.
Love it. So that's hibachi barbecue, folks. What we might do is we might take some of these off in a second,
And I'll get rid of the hibachi.
and we'll get rid of the hibachi. I think the steak's probably, even though it's a bit rare, I think it's all right.
No.
Did you try the steak? I
haven't,
think it's
mate.
good. We might leave that on there. I reckon they're probably done.
Oh, steak's perfect.
Steak's perfect. Chicken's perfect. Hibachi is perfect. Let's turn that around. Let's get that out of here so that we can utilise that.
I'll get rid of that. Sorry, guys.
Right, mate. Last thing we want to do is drop that and set fire to the lounge room. But anyway,
Come on, Freddie. Out the
there
way.
you go. So, you know, if you're looking for a really simple, easy half-hour cook-up, you know,
Easy way to cook as well, and cheap.
so
Let's be honest,
quick and
60
so
bucks.
easy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to chuck a bit of that on there because I want to see what the old chicken satay is like.
Yeah.
So you talk for a second. I'm going to have a bit of a go of this.
I'm actually going to change the cameras back. There we go. Come on then, Pete. Tell us what you think.
Hang on, mate, I need to,
Come on, mate. Get it in that mouth of yours.
You're a harsh man, eh?
All right, so yeah, so that's it. How good was that? Nice and simple. Nice peanut butter sauce there, mate. Or satay sauce, sorry.
Beautiful.
And all that was, again, half a cup of crunchy peanut butter, quarter of a brown onion, like a medium size. Ours were pretty big, to be honest. Clove of garlic, minced, or you can just buy the minced garlic, which I do. Half a cup of water, tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons sweet chili sauce, bit of lemon or lime juice, and
Hey,
done.
so our Japanese,
Nice and simple.
Japanese food has become so popular, and it's just growing with popularity
I love
all the
going
time.
for Japanese.
Yeah,
I'm a
me too.
massive fan.
Love it. Hey,
And the entertainment as well.
did you hear that? You know how there was a trip to the moon again recently?
Oh, is this your gag of the week?
What do you mean? They went up. You know how they're going to have
When
commercial.
you say, did you know, I know there's a gag coming.
You know how our mate from Virgin, he's got, and our mate from Tesla,
Yeah.
they're going to have people going to the moon. Well, you don't want to go to the moon and have nothing there. So they've been talking about setting up a Japanese restaurant on the moon,
Yeah.
ready to go. Only problem is the food's going to be sensational, but the place will have absolutely no atmosphere.
Anyway, so I've got an opening for joke of the week. Anyone that's interested, apply here.
Hey, as I said, feel free to chirp in anyone that wants to have a go at it. What's that? I'm coming to Al's or Sean's to use theirs. Good plan, Shell. Well done.
Well, Sean's won't be there
Lovely
for a week
work.
or so, Shell, so you know where I live.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, so we're going to get this up on our website.
Yep.
We'll put the recipe up for the satay sauce. So jump on www.twosmokingguns.com and click on recipes.
Yep.
Pardon me, won't be there tonight.
No, it won't.
Be there over the weekend and we'll get that done.
Yep.
If you find any of the stuff you want on there, any of the gloves, any of the other stuff, put in your code FBLive10 and get the 10% discount, which is what all our friends do, which is exactly what I'm expecting our mate Robbo Roberts to do to buy his charcoal or his Binchatan
Correct,
for
yeah.
his new cooker that he just won. The least he could do is buy some charcoal off us.
Correct.
But anyway, good on you. I'll tell you what, Al, we got something new this week. What have we got?
What did we get new? Oh, we did too.
Hey, look at that. I've got you all organised. So these will be up on
Foil
the...
liners. So these are for your grease buckets on your smoker. And I've been using these for ages. Just saves you cleaning all that.
And I've been trying to
Going
find
for
them for
rubbish.
ages. You can't buy them at Coles
No,
or any
and
of
I
the...
finally found some.
any of the local
and got
shops.
a bulk amount delivered. And yeah, they come in packs of 10. I think we're going to have them up on the site for about $15 for 10.
15 for a
I
pack
know
of
I was
10.
paying $15 for about 5 of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Before, so yeah.
So they're pretty good value, and it saves you a lot
from-
of mucking around with your
Yep.
grease bucket, washing
to
it
be
out
honest-
and all that sort of stuff.
You don't use heaps of them, so one pack will last you a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So jump on, $15, 10% discount.
FB Live 10 too, so bring
get
it
a-
down to about 13.50 around there. Yeah.
Yep. So you're going to get a good deal.
Quick bit of maths there.
Yeah, there you go. So they'll be up on the website over the weekend as well. We'll get them up for you. So
Yeah.
have a look out. They'll be the foil liners for your drip pots for your smoker and barbecue.
Yeah.
Hey, what's cooking, buddy? What'd you cook last week?
What did I cook last week? I did a pulled pork last week.
You were doing a trial run.
I did a trial run because this weekend I've I
Could
say
have put
this
the rest
weekend.
of those chicken on there so we had something to eat when we finished, mate. Jeez.
Oh, do you want me to put them on now? Like Jesus.
Anyway, yeah, what are you cooking?
So yeah, I've got
Pulled
a
pork?
friend's son's birthday on Saturday, so I've got to be up tomorrow night pretty late, chucking on some pork and doing about 120 pork sliders for Saturday morning.
Yep.
And then we've got a barbie happening, and yeah, no, looking forward to it. So
Good.
I did a bit of a pulled pork dry run last week, and it was sensational.
You
Had
going
a
the full
few
tilt
over.
run this week?
Had a few over last week, and yeah, I had a ripper.
Oh, you had people over
Yeah,
to eat the pulled pork.
yeah. We had Michelle and Jared over, and
I must have had my phone on
had the
silent.
mother-in-law. You did. You're in Shepparton, mate. I actually did ring to see if you were wanting to pop on your way back, but you were visiting.
I thought I could do it then, but you got me. Anyway, which is good news. The old man's okay. For anyone wondering, the old boy, our board maker, he's good to go. We've got a couple of new ripping boards coming up for him.
Yeah.
And yes, Jacqueline, they would be spot on for camping.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Ripping little unit and really portable. If you got yourself a little canvas bag or a box
All you
or
need is a
something,
little bag or something to.
or a little box to put it in and be a ripper. You got to be a bit careful with them because they're made of clay. Don't leave
Obviously
them
you
out.
start dropping it. And
Don't let them get too damp and all that sort of stuff.
I did see, if you do get them damp and you leave them outside and the moisture
They'll
does get to them, the clay crumbles.
So it's like anything else, you've got to look after it.
Yeah.
I've got a cover over mine. It sits out on the back table, and I've got a baking tin actually and turned it upside down as a cover.
Oh, you're nice.
So it sits over it and looks after it. It protects it pretty well. So,
Perfect.
but yeah, they're a ripping thing. I reckon I'm going to get plenty of use out of mine. I'll certainly get $60 worth of use out of it. I love
100%,
it. So it's good.
Without a
It's
doubt.
good.
What did you cook last week? Pete?
I did the hibachi, mate. I was going to do.
Oh, that's right, you did the hibachi.
I was going to do the smoked cheesecake with the burnt sugar cream sauce, which I'll do this weekend. But last week, because I had to go to
obviously you did the
Shepparton,
trip,
well, I cooked a barbecue up there for Mum and Dad, so which was just a basic on the
would've been
weather.
wrapped.
Some snags and a couple of hamburgers, and we were all happy as Larry,
Nice.
which was good.
Beautiful.
So that was all good, mate.
Good on you, mate. Cooking for the folks.
Hey,
What a good son.
so next week,
Yeah.
what are we doing next week?
What are we doing next
We're
week?
going to be back here.
We will be.
and in fact-
we'll do a cook of some sort outside, maybe, yeah.
What I'd like to be able to do is show a bit more international barbecue methods and things like that. Show people, it might be that we get roaming bubbles to get on and talk to us. We've spoken about it a couple of times. Maybe roaming bubbles we need to have a live cross to
He's
him
been
doing
doing
it.
right with his smoker. He's been smashing his Longhorn Oak Joes.
Well, maybe we could do I wonder what the record is for what do they call it when you're doing it at the same time? Coinciding. Coinciding. Wonder
Yeah.
if there is I was looking at Guinness World Book of Records, and I've got to talk to you about that. I wonder if there's a record for the most coinciding cooks on a barbecue at one time on a Zoom call.
Who knows, mate?
How many
Something
of
to
you-
look into.
How
Why
many? Let us know. Anyone that'd be keen to join in, we might be able to set up with Guinness World Book of Records the most consecutive people cooking the same thing at the same time on a smoker in the world.
Why
By
not?
Zoom. Let's have a look at it.
Why not?
I'm going to see whether we can sort that out. Let us know if you're keen to jump on. We'd
Yeah,
love to
definitely, yeah.
love to get you on. We want to
Why
see a
not?
bit more of what people do.
Yep.
Even if we can do some live crosses via Zoom out to some people's places that we know that aren't
That
going
are
to
cooking. Yeah.
get drunk and embarrass us and say rude things on live.
So that'll be none of our mates.
No, they're all out to be family. But in 2 weeks' time, Al,
Yep.
we'll get something really special.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We have.
Not going to tell anyone?
We do. No, we might wait till next
Oh,
week
we're
till we
getting-
know it's all, till
Oh,
everything's set
you're
and
gonna
we
lock it
know
away?
it's all locked away.
Okay.
And, but
Okay.
be an off-site event
2
and
weeks,
hopefully
people.
get quite a few people in involved.
We might even invite some of our loyal special listeners and community and people that want to be involved. We might
Yeah.
even invite some of you folks along. So if you've keep Thursday week free, so not next Thursday, the Thursday after, which I think is the 18th.
Yeah.
It's about right.
And it's very local to some of the people that are online now.
Very local. Yep. So if you're in the southern suburbs of the metropolitan area, you might be very pleased. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's not go on about that.
Yep.
Hey, I reckon that's about us for the week.
I'm done.
Mate.
I just want to eat this. Mate,
That's like, will you get
I'm
off?
salivating.
Hey, how was the other beer? Sorry, I'm going to do that just before we go. How was the other beer?
Yeah, no, big fan. No, nice, really nice. Good taste. And again, you could drink it all day.
It's an all-day drinker again. Hang on, I am going to give that a go. So it's
Definitely.
that's the Young
That's the,
Henry's Newtown.
Australian Pale Ale, that one.
Newtowner?
Yep. Named after Newtown, where
Or Newton.
Young Henry's
if
or
you're,
Newton,
If you're a pom.
or as we
That's where Henry...
have named it, Newty.
That's where... Newey.
Yeah.
All right, you're not going to wait for the head to go
Beautiful.
down on that.
All right, go on then. Get stuck into it, Pete. And let's sign off and let me eat the steak. And let these good people go to their maths and...
That is very good. Hey, enjoy the footy.
Yep.
Giddy up. Go the Pies tomorrow night over
Yep.
the Tigers at Marvel Stadium. I'm looking forward to our first win for the year. My mate Yak won't be too happy about that.
But anyway, he'll get over
There'll
it.
be a bit of
And the other thing, next Sunday as well, keep open. Anyone who's in the area, the Clyde North area, as I said, we're going to be doing a cook-up.
First one out in the public that we're going to
Will be the first
represent.
one. For Aaron Lang Racing. So, yeah, out in Clyde North there. So, yeah, keep that open. We'll get the address up and about and we'll share his post.
My mother-in-law's at the mill. She's just gone, yay, so you're coming to my house to cook. Got some bad
Can be
news for you,
arranged.
mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, folks, that's enough from us tonight.
Yep.
Keep on
Smoking,
grilling, and chilling, and we'll
Thanks,
see you
guys. Take care.
soon. And we're out. Woo!
Hang on.
Soup's better get up here if she wants something to eat.
She's already eating, she reckons.
Oh,